Welcome to D&D Insights. My name is Highsight, and this is Quest of Life. So, yeah, basically it's an RPG Maker game. That goes without saying. You can kind of tell from the title these days, not to mention the really low resolution, and I'm stretching to all hell. I apologize for anyone watching this in widescreen as I am. It's pretty stretched, but that's really just my own doing. I like full-screen games, and RPG Maker doesn't, so let's just dive right in. I have nothing against RPG Maker. It's a good way to get people started on their RPG quests, but it's also kind of old school, you know? Unfortunate as it may be, it is a cliched start. You open your eyes, blink a few times to absorb the colors and shapes around you. The fact is that you have been sitting in the dark corner for a long time. Very long time. You slowly start to take in the environment around you, then you turn your attention to yourself, your body. Good music accompanying this, it's good. Is this just blank dialogue? Blank dialogue. The discovery isn't shocking. You felt it. You have guessed it. You are a toy. But how can you think? How can you move, breathe, talk? Only one exclamation. You are alive. Alright, so here I am, a living toy, playing in a RPG Maker game. So RPG Maker has a few quirks about it, the biggest of which is all games made in RPG Maker tend to feel the exact same because they basically are running the same exact engine. Not basically, they are running the same exact engine. And in that vein, the developer has decided they're going to actually try to port this game from RPG Maker to Unity. Now let's see what this says. Sometimes some items, like this one, has a glowing effect. These are usually pieces of information related to the story. Whenever you see an item displaying an exclamation mark icon, it is a hint that an object of interest. Okay, so that's kind of ironic. You're basically telling me when you're hinting at something. That's kind of hilarious in a lot of ways. If it's a hint, you shouldn't have to tell me it's a hint. By definition, the hint should hint to itself that it's a hint. Always explore around you. You don't know what you may find. There's usually more than one way to do a certain task. So if you are stuck in one area, you can try another. Yeah, I don't think you actually need this at all. I mean, I would think that the glowiness would be the hint in and of itself, but it is what it is, I suppose. So RPG Maker does not have great controls for moving up, down, left, and right. Sometimes when I press left, I go up. Sometimes when I press... I think it's just the way it handles the controller, for whatever reason, the analog stick. I can't actually use the D-pad, which would make this a lot easier. For whatever reason, it only allows the analog stick to be used. Yeah, RPG Maker is very limited in that sense. You can't actually do anything past 800 by 600, unless you try to do special stuff like I just did. If you full screen it, it works to some degree. Life is all around us. And it keeps jutting forward. I think I might know why that much is going on. Let me see if I can stop that. Oh, here we go, another. Find your purpose. Find the grand plan. That sounds like some kind of a religious text, doesn't it? Find your purpose, find the grand plan. So I see this necklace here, and I want to pick it up, but it looks like it's just there. I mean, come on. Even in a situation like this, you find a sweet-ass gold necklace like that, you're gonna pick it up. That is a slick-looking necklace. I think the necklace is a lie, and it should not be a lie. Why? Nope, the jumping is still happening, so I guess that might just be streaming sadness, but whatever. So, what else? Oh, there's a helm here. Can I pick up the helm? Nope, it's definitely in the way. But no item seems to pick it up. You would totally think you can pick up this helm, right? It's an RPG. That's like Equipment 101 right there. Right, I did check this. Okay. What else we got? I might just switch to keyboard if I can do... Yeah, I'm just going to switch to keyboard. I don't like moving up when I press left. Oh, what have we here? I have found a bottle of glue. Yay! I took the glue, but not the helm. Okay. Now what button brings up the menu? Ah, here we go. Glue. A vial containing liquid glue. Oh, that's a pretty badass portrait, I gotta admit, for a toy. My name is Toy, I have 1 HP, and I have plus 1 MP. Oh, no, 41 MP. That 4 definitely looks like a plus. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's do our thing. So where else can we go? Oh, here we go. Weaponry. Wait. I have found a pole. Can I equip said pole? Can I put the pole in my hand hole? Nope. Is there like, I would think it'd be a weapon, but I don't know. Let's keep going. Shovel. Can I? Nope. Rope. So I'm very specifically being told what I can and cannot pick up. It kind of takes away the mystery of being able to pick certain things up. You know what I'm saying? I would love to at least look at that shovel and get some kind of a text saying, it's a shovel. But why would you need a shovel? You don't need a shovel. You're a toy, dang it. But then I find the rope. I guess it makes things easy and it kind of speeds things along, but it also takes a lot of the exploration out of this RPG, if you ask me. Like this sword. Look at that sword. That sword's begging to be taken. Maybe it's a little out of my reach. I don't know. I have a wooden pole, though. I'd like to knock it down and take the sword. This is an option to resize your... Oh, no. Please don't touch my screen. I've got everything exactly... No! Dang it! Okay, you guys didn't see it, but it totally messed with my screen there. I even told it I didn't want it to, and it went ahead and changed my screen. Come on, game. You have picked up an empty book that you can see as your task as a task journal. Okay. So that's gonna suck. Okay, so what do you got over here, Mr. Toy Maker? I don't know what you are. You can see a person here, just like you. A toy made like a person with extreme precision. However, this one seems to have lost a limb and is not moving. What are you talking about? He definitely has all of his limbs. Look at that. He's got 2 arms and 2 legs. I can see them. Ouch. Ow. That hurts. Wow. I should probably do a gruffier voice. I didn't think it would hurt that much. Ah! What, did I touch his freaking missing arm socket or whatever's missing? You think you can help? You think you can help me out? I think I broke my leg. Please, you've got to help me. Okay, well, I'm not doing anything else today. Thank you. You'll save my life. He pauses for a moment. A sad smirk draws upon his face. Life. But not right now, anyway. I'll need some glue, a rope, and something long, like a pole or something. I think you can find everything here. Oh, and before you go, I suggest you pick up that red book over there if you haven't already. You can write notes about tasks people give you. Is there any real reason to picking up the book? I mean, can that just come by default? I mean, quest logs are pretty general, and I don't think anyone will question if you don't pick one up that you have them in-game. I don't know, it seems like a bit of a waste. Anyway, once you've gathered everything, bring them back here, please. Well, I already have them. You got everything? Marvelous! Thank you so much. Give me a second, will you? I need to get my pieces together. There, everything is set. Not the best looking, but it will do. Listen, thank you very much for helping me out there. Anyone else would have left me here forever. Well, I wouldn't really have a choice. I literally can't pass by you until you move, so... That was well played on your part, old man. As the toy left out the door, you can see that he dropped a leather letter. No, just a letter. You take the letter, and inside you can see a square-shaped item that was made of steel and a piece of paper. From the looks of it, it seems that it can fit into something else. Alright, let's, well, can I do both? I want to take the item and read the note, but... let's read the note first, I guess. Max, I think you know why I wrote this note. What is happening nowadays is a clear reason for that. Anyway, if you read this, the item you found has some useful information that might be a key in explaining what is going on. You can find the magical device that activates this item at one of 3 locations: the bank, the diner, or the inn. Alright, let's take the item. So, yeah, what happened right there was a little weird, because I obviously want to do both tasks, but I'm not going to... You gave me the choice of which one to do first, but I wasn't sure that after I did one, the other one might disappear on me. Why not just do them in order? Read the note and then say, hey, here's an item. You get the item. Item is yours now. Yay! So let's see. We got... Is this the overworld? Am I expecting to get random encounters here? Let's see. Now, I'm really looking forward to this game moving to Unity instead, because the resolution is not doing this game any favors. This text is super hard to read. It's like that R. Look at that R. That R is not even complete. It's like a half-completed R right there. It's just not closed loop. I don't know. Anyway, read the first entry, the fourth entry, the final entry. What happened to the second and the third? Anyway. I think we are fortunate. My wife and I, Lily, was one miracle we didn't see coming. Okay. We understood, of course, we are here alone and we cannot do anything regarding that. However, it seems in recent years, things have changed and the future was brighter. I'm not going to read the rest of the entries. Another dead toy? A young girl, a toy, lying on the ground. It seems that she's not moving or displaying any sign of life. Alright, let's gently shake her and see if she wakes up. Nothing happens. You try again, but harder this time. Nothing happens. You're about to leave when you notice a small fracture at the back of her head. Look at the fracture closely. You turn the girl's head and close in on the fracture. You barely see the inside of her head, but you notice something of a reflective nature. Unfortunately, the fracture is too small to determine anything further. Well, as long as I'm not putting that piece of metal in the back of her head. Come on. Yeah, I know now that I can do both, so before talking about the letter, I know now that I can do both things, but I'm just saying it's kind of weird because you don't know that until after you do it. A lot of times when you're presented with a choice like that, you think you're going to only be able to do one or the other, but you obviously want to do both. It would just make sense if you just read the letter and then the letter says, you know, enclosed is a piece of metal, and then you take the piece of metal. As you step forward towards the man, he suddenly glares back at you furiously and lunges forward to attack. Get ready. Quick time event. Didn't see that coming. The sign was clear as day. It says no trespassers. I gotta teach you a lesson. Alright, well, quick time event. Didn't see... I should have seen that coming. I just didn't. Let's try that again. Grr, you! So for the quick time event, I mean, maybe give a little more notice that that's happening if it's the first one. The first quick time event, you really shouldn't need to fail, but of course, it's not a big deal because there's no real consequence for failing, it looks like. Let's see, what do you want, huh? Steal my gold? Steal my treasures? Nope, just passing by, right in your house. Really now? And I should believe that. I only lunged forward a little bit that time. Ha ha! As you evade the man, he lunges himself into the wall, hitting his head. The fall seems to have put him down for now. Yeah, he's down. Nothing to read in the bookshelves. Wedding dress, does that have any relevance to anything? Nope. Huh, these burn marks are interesting. They lead right up to this fractured bit of the wall. Might be a little story being told there. Hey, another letter. We are getting married! I'm really excited! Told my pa and my ma. Pa and ma should probably be capitalized. And no need for the H's. He asked me today, and I just could not refuse. He is the sweetest man ever. Am gonna talk to Sally first thing in the morning, because we ought to find that dress soon. Hope you'd come, little sis. Gonna be really upset with myself if you don't come. You hear me? Yours, Mary. So, this never got mailed, did it? I'm trying to figure this out because the wedding dress is there, so clearly the person who... This seems like it's the person who wrote it room, but it never got mailed? I don't know. Maybe don't put it in the envelope just yet. Maybe put it, like, right here and, like, somebody's currently writing it and maybe unfinished. I don't know. A little odd. With games like this, it's very much... RPGs, I should say, rather. With RPGs, it's really the little things that add up to make the RPGs great. You know what I mean? It's the little details. Now, one thing I am noticing that's a nice little detail is everything's busted. If you guys haven't noticed that, you haven't been paying attention. Something clearly happened to this world. Something happened to this room, every room, really. And everything's just busted for some reason. And the real question is why that is. This village seems really downtrodden. Yeah, trespassers, blah, 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 dealt with on site. Alright, let's see. An abandoned house! So again, we got a big mess. So somebody came in here and ransacked the place. And that's, again, a nice little detail that points to... Oh, we got push puzzles. That kind of points to what might have happened here without explicitly saying it. Life is not a game. Life is real. You die in real life, you die for real. So is this game not real then? I don't know. Like, by the transitive property, that would mean that this game is not real because life is real, but this isn't life, this is a game. So a game is not real, therefore this is not life, and therefore life is real. What am I talking about? Anyway, can I go on any of these? Sure, why not? Ooh, is that a treasure chest? No, that looks like a ladder. Even cooler. What do we got down here? An underground passage. You find a discarded piece of paper. Let's read the paper. I have left a few supplies around. I know, we shouldn't, but come on. No one would notice aside from that. Oh, no one will notice. Aside from that, the few things I left, nobody will miss. Trust me, I depleted crystal and some random item hardly would call would be called something anyone would miss. I don't know, I want a crystal. Crystal sounds pretty badass. And before you start complaining, Dan, the crystal can be recharged at the office building to the east. So why'd you drop it? Anyway, I'll come back later to pick him up if you didn't. See you soon. If it can be reused, why... Okay. But why... Okay. I guess just for any random adventurer who comes here before the other guy does. I found a magical crystal. Yay. Magical crystal. Holding it, you can feel a certain power within. Not a key item. Interesting. Invisibility cloak. Is that one of the items he just left lying around, or is that just something I found? It makes the wearer disappear. Unfortunately, it is a prototype that needs fixing. Maybe someone can help. Nothing happens. So apparently I have a half-working invisibility cloak that was just lying around for whatever reason. I mean, I'm not complaining. Hell, I'll take it. So one thing I'm noticing about this RPG so far is no battles yet. Now, I don't know if that's going to be something throughout the entire game. I don't know if this game actually has battles. But it's just a point of interest that I wanted to point out. So basically, this walking around has no filler in between. So you have to make it really interesting and engaging for the player if there's no filler in between. The battles are usually used as kind of a way to... It's kind of a game within the game when you think about it, right? RPGs are one part exploring, one part fighting. And which part you like is always up for debate. But the true RPG lovers like both parts. And... looks like this one took the fighting aspect out of it, but kept the exploring. So that means everything's got to be real interesting. Kicker, there's nothing I can really interact with here. It's just walking. It's a labyrinth, basically. It's just a labyrinth with nothing really in between, aside from random items that I haven't actually found a use for yet. I assume the invisibility cloak at this rate is probably going to come in handy for some sort of puzzle down the line. Well, let's see. Just a lot of walking right now. The music's good. I'm digging the music. How do I get over there? Oh, here it is. I too like fighting. I am a fan of fighting in RPGs. I'm not saying an RPG can't... I'm not saying an RPG needs fighting, but it needs stuff. What's this? Oh, boy. You trying to talk like a little girl? Oh, wait, this is... this is narrative. That was confusing because her face was there. Anyway, you try to talk like to the little girl... but she gives you a menacing look and ignores you. Is that the menacing look? That's no menacing look. That's an adorable look. Being all adorable there. So the music has changed, and it has not changed back. Yeah, exploration's definitely a good thing when done right. And right now, there's stuff. You know, there's stuff to look at. There's that cobweb. There's that hole, but that's it. It's like, there's the rocks, but you can't actually interact with them. They're there. They don't really serve a purpose, and they don't really move the story along in any meaningful way. So they're just kind of there. Wasn't there a treasure chest? I guess not. So I wonder what that little girl's doing really creepily playing skip rope in this abandoned mine. What? I don't even know. Alright, let's go to the post office and try recharging this crystal. Oh no, they said the east, so we gotta go up the east ladder, I guess. Oh, shift to run. Good to know. Yay, I can run. That makes life so much quicker. Oh, thank God. Not enough RPGs did this. I think the first game I can really think of, the first RPG I can think of that really did this was probably Pokemon Ruby version. And that made life so much better. There's something to put in a note. There's something for your prologue notes. Hold shift to run. Life becomes a million times more fun. But if I'm given the choice between a labyrinth with fights or a labyrinth without fights, I'd probably prefer the one without fights, because labyrinths kind of imply that you're going to be walking around and, like, going the wrong way a lot. So it's probably good that if you're going to walk around lost, you don't have to do a fight every other second, unless it's an engaging combat system. If it's an engaging combat system, then by all means, put all the fights in you want. But if it's just your standard turn-based fare, then, you know. Not the diner, we're looking for the post office. Wait a minute, was that dude hypnotized? He had red eyes. Look at him. Look at him. He looks pure evil. He's walking with his arms forward. It's like he's a zombie. What do you do here? Ha! You've got him. Time to rough him up a bit. Go tell the boss. What are you talking about? What? What happened there? Okay, so I can't actually talk to this guy. Okay, so I guess this is a stealth section? And this guard is literally watching everything but the entranceway. He looks to the left. Then he looks to the right. No, he looks up. So every which way but... oh, there. Okay. I guess eventually he does. That's good, at least. So these are all bad guys, I guess. Find a discarded sign on the ground that reads, "Today's special is meatloaf." Oh, boy. I don't know where I am, but now I'm intrigued. You find a discarded sign says, "We are here to serve you." You know, another thing is, you have this prepended text here, right? You find a discarded sign on the ground and that read. So that part right there, not necessary. And the reason it's not necessary is because I literally... I'm talking, quote-unquote, to the sign on the ground. I know it's there, and unless it's something different than what it looks like, I don't think it really needs to be described to me that I found something that I found. I think I know that I found the something because I found the something. Alright, what do you have here? Scars on the ground. Down with equality! Yeah, screw equality! Isn't equality just the worst? Literally, Hitler designed equality. Literally. It's literally worse than Hitler. Wait, hang on. Anyway. So, what's up here? Oh, there's a downstairs. Mysterious. What's even more mysterious is how it's not there. I'm guessing that's just not in the game yet. That's fine. Beta, or alpha is alpha, rather. Alright, let's get out of here. This way. So, what have we learned so far about this land through the little bit of scavenging we've done? Well, most people appear to be dolls with life, or toys with life, or whatever you want to call them. Little girls like to play skip rope in abandoned mines. People like to abandon totally useful crystals because they're apparently too heavy, even though they're not. A letter seems to have been left by the house, the owner of the house. Mary! I know we haven't seen eye to eye lately. I understand you are upset, but I will make it up to you, I promise. To prove it, I have some news for you. There is a dress that I left for you. As a first step to an apology, can you wear the dress, please? Yours, Eric. Is Mary the one who's getting married? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Suddenly it all kind of fits together. Found a piece of paper. He isn't around anymore. Every time I ask him that we go out, he would say to me, "I'm busy." I am not sure why he is doing this. I have been always around for him. Always been around for him. Natty said no, I don't. Okay, nobody actually writes like that. Natty said he might, ... he, ... no, ... No one writes like that unless they're writing how they're talking, but I don't think that this character is actually writing how they're talking. I don't think so. I won't give in. I'm sorry, I just love pointing out bad grammar so people know it's not me who's messing up the reading. I screw up reading all the time, so it's always funny. Anyway, I won't give in to these thoughts. Maybe I should give him time. Everyone needs to. And then she died. Mid-sentence. The dress is totally not lined in rat poison, promise. Beautiful. Where's this post office I was promised? I was promised a post office to the east. A farming house. You're not a post office. But again, the chicken probably should have given that away. I'm not knocking the bad grammar. It's definitely a first pass. I don't mind that at all. I just love pointing it out so it's not people who think I don't know how to read. So we got a down area here that you can't actually go down. I'm here to point out things that probably shouldn't be, but might be because alpha is alpha. Don't let it be discouraging or whatever to this game. Read entry 1. Day 58. The first entry was on day 58. Supplies needed. Writing materials, including but not limited to paper, pencils, sharpeners, and erasers. Because, the first entry took up a lot of paper. Drinks. Our supply of tea, coffee, etc. is almost out. Order 764. We are still awaiting the shipment to arrive. Contents of the shipment, mostly of expirable type, as well as such extreme care should be given to how it is stored and distributed. Again, that was probably me not reading that correctly at all. Huh? Working down. Ooh, fancy. The supplies room. I want all these things. A strange-looking device with a hole in the middle. There are some markings around the device. They look purely cosmetic. Wait, that thing, blinked? Look at that. I talked to it and it kind of, blinked. Freaky. Alright, so looks like we have some kind of a color puzzle. Alright, 4 colors, 4 orbs. Is this the hint? You know, it's a paper lying on the ground. Let's read it. It started with a red dragon from the northwest. Alright, so northwest, so that would be red. Green in the eastern lake. Is that, I don't know. Blue witch of the south. Alright, so green, blue, red, purple. So I think that this is red. This is purple. Purple. This is green, and the next one's blue, I think? Let's see. I probably did that completely wrong. Let's check that again. Let's read it. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Alright, so Eastern Green Lake. 6 adventures, blah, 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 battle fears. Yada, yada, yada. Western Purple Tower. West. Derp. I switched the blue and the purple. Blue. Purple. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see. Red Dragon Northwest. Oh, I'm doing northeast. Ugh, I am bad at directions today. So red is northeast, the other one's green. I confused my east and west. Like a champ. Don't judge me. I don't have a compass on hand. I ain't no Christopher Columbus. Still wrong. Let's try that again. Jeez. It's probably a real easy puzzle. I'm just screwing up. Alright, so Eastern Green Lake. Within trembles, blah, blah, blah. Western Purple Tower. So what I might have done is swap these, because it doesn't actually say which one's which. But I think... Strange looking device in the I don't know. Maybe I'm missing a component? Star where the dragon came from the northwest's red dragon. Yeah, northwest, that's correct. Alright. The Eastern Green Lake within 8 adventurers were sent by the Blue Witch of the South. Okay, so... Oh, okay, so green is top right, blue is bottom. Alright. Green... Wait. Green, blue. Why is this so complex to me? My mind... Still wrong. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. Aside from not having a compass on hand, apparently. It's not even a complex puzzle, and I know that. Eastern Green Lake within. Right. Green Lake. Wait. Green Lake. Blue Witch of the South. Which I assume is also east. Yeah, because the purple is the tower. So the purple and red are right. Because it says that the red is northwest. Flying over a cave. Oh, it's bugged. Okay, thank goodness. I'm not absolutely insane. It only took 6 tries to get it right. After that, I was doing it right. Well, that's life. We can probably... Nope, can't check to see if it's good again. Oh, well. Come on. Thank God I at least know my left and my right. Haha! Magic Man. Alright, let's see. Let's move on into the next... A house in the distance. She looks like an RPGer. Maybe I can take her on my epic quest of life. Okay, so my options are say hi, poke the girl, leave the girl. Poke. Hey, hands to yourself. Who the hell are you? How did you get in here? Are you trying to steal from me? Huh? You come for my research? Answer quickly and truthfully. If you lie, I'll know, and I'll spray you with my defensive potion. Oh, boy. Lovely. Note to self, don't poke girls the second you enter their home. Give it time. Say hi first. Let's see. Yes, I am one of the spies. Hand over everything. So she just warned me with basically bear mace. Like saying, I will spray you with the fantasy equivalent of bear mace. And one of my options is literally, yes, I am one of the spies. Hand over everything. I just poked the bear. I might as well keep going. You bastard! I knew it! I should have used the defensive potion spray from the very beginning! That is what? Oh my god. That's what I get for trusting lowlives. Here, take everything I have and get... What? She just gave it to me? Takes a vial off the table and starts throwing it at you. So she gave me everything, and... What did I actually get? Hang on. So, an informational item. Did I have this before? Item connection to a broken toy? Nah, nothing. What about key items? I didn't actually get anything, but it said I did. I'm so confused. Alright, let's see if this exact thing can go down again. Hopefully not, because RPGs should remember stuff like this. Well, it can. Okay, let's say hi. Girl doesn't answer. She appears to be standing over a statue staring at an alchemic devices in front of her. Raise your voice. Hello! Girl jumps in surprise, turns around, and stares at you for a second. Why are you yelling? You think it's good manners? Well, I could have poked you. Again. Good times. Let's see. No, but you didn't hear me first. Oh, is that so? She looks at you for a second with skepticism. What do you want? Nothing really, just wondering about. I was wondering if you knew what was going on here. Of course I know. I'm on the brink of finding out the very answer to our existence. That's what. Gotcha. That's kind of like more of a comma instead of a period. Anyway. But I seem to have a few ingredients missing. The formula I have come up with is missing something special. Unfortunately, the ingredients I need are out of my reach. Say, would you happen to be looking for work? Why not? I have no other existence in this life for whatever reason. Let's see. Are you aware of what's happening in the town? Shrugs and frowns. Why do I care? They can all burn for all I care. Wow, that's kind of straight out the gate bitchy. Anyway, I don't mean it like that. Sorry, but to be honest, they always keep making fun of my research. Last time, they almost destroyed my lab. I mean, my experiment was dangerous, and almost killed my cat. You mean the rat over there? That ain't a cat, that's a rat. Get your animals right. But that doesn't mean you can go around destroying my lab now, does it? Anyway, about the ingredients. Would you help me out? I'll make it worth your while, of course. Maybe you should turn the cat into a rat. Maybe that's what happened. What kind of ingredients? Excellent. I'll need glue. Lots of glue. I need a shovel. Oh, I passed a shovel. I wanted that shovel, too. You just put that in my face so I'd see it and then know I could have had it, but then say, never mind. Anyway. Stares at the equipment for a moment and back at you. I'll need wool, and for your reward, let's see what I can spare around here. Oh, I know. I'll give you this. Reaches below the table, gets out a box that has robes inside. I'll give you this robe. It's an invisibility cloak. I already have a prototype. Whatever. While you may find a lot of use for this, this one is already charged, so you don't have to fix it or get it charged. Fair enough. You can also use it right away. What do you say? Blah, blah, blah. Sure, I'll help you. Alright, let's find some glue and some shovel and wait for the rat to move. Yeah, those alchemic fumes are not good for the brain. Now, where's that post office? I was promised a post office. Edge of town? That'd be a good place for a post office, wouldn't it? It doesn't look like a post office. What about this place? It looks like some kind of cult church. Also broken. Try to open the door, but it's locked tight. Doggy! Doggy, doggy, doggy. I want to pet the dog. Can I pet the dog? Hey, dog, get pet. Get pet, dog! Okay, you can't get pet, but still, I want to. And no leaving town, it looks like. It looks like this whole game might take place within this one town. Not saying that for sure, but that's what it seems like. The house in the distance. Try to grab attention of a woman, means blah blah blah. She keeps walking away on hesitation. There's some rope. There's a shovel. Hey, I want that shovel. Can I have this one? I can't have this one, but come on. I've been on a roll with stealing things today. I've stolen so many things. I just want a shovel. Let's see about that letter up there. Can I read that letter? The letter looks like every other letter? Nope, because it ain't sparkling. That's an important note. So far I'd say the biggest thing to notice about this game, there are a lot of things that you cannot interact with that look like they'd be interactable. Look at this statue. Can I interact with the statue? I can't. But that seems like something you totally could. This is where you could start really revealing things about your game and your world. You need to start, like, putting in little things that can be observed and learned about, you know? These statues, why are they here? What do they symbolize? What's going on in this town? Every single thing placed in your town and in your world, it needs to have some kind of significance. Look at these houses. These houses can't be entered. They're just kind of there. This one's kind of broken into. Maybe I can get into that one. But they're just kind of there with no entrance. What is the point of them? Why do they exist? They have no doors. I'm not saying I've never seen RPGs do that before, but you could always just have locked doors. Not exactly fun, but it's doable. A house. Yay. But again, this is in its very early stages, and the developer's going to be porting it to a better engine, Unity. So I believe Unity can definitely give this game more viability than RPG Maker could. Because with RPG Maker, you're basically saying to the world, I'm making an RPG with combat, and this seems like it's one more with narrative and thinking and everything like that. Let's see. Now, I should note that the art here is all placeholder art. I've actually seen the developer actually has better looking art in the waiting. So that's a good thing. Sure, take the ring, whatever. No, I want to take it. What happened? Why? Okay, that was weird. It didn't respond for like 4 seconds. And then I'll read the letter. Dear Escher, blah blah blah, long time, yada yada, know this ring. Alas, as you know, I must leave. But since you love surprises... Hey, surprises. Surprise! I'm leaving. Anyway, the way you shall receive this letter should be enough, I hope. Either way, I guess what I want to say is I love you and I want to marry you. Do you accept? Haha, the ring's mine now. The marriage is mine. Young woman lying unconscious, robbed the place, whatever. Nudge her, see if she's alive. She looks at you, tired, but looking around and tilting her head left and right, scanning the place. My head, it hurts. Ah, what happened here? Another thing that'd be nice is actually, when this game does make the shift to Unity, if these kind of actions, instead of being written in this narrative, written inside of the text, if the characters actually acted this way, if on screen you could see she kind of looks around and kind of scans the place and then talks to you. Then just the dialogue, you know? No need for these descriptions within dialogue. Again, early stages, but I'm just saying for the future, that'd be nice. Let's see. Think you've been out for some time. I feel stiff. Like I've been petrified for years. Who are you, anyway? And where am I? Think you're a toy that just came back to life. A toy? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Look at yourself. With a confused look on her face, the young woman looks and scanning her body, feeling her arms and hands. Remain silent and wait for her to talk. Or should I just say, see? I told you! I told you were a toy! How's that for life-changing events? Ha ha! Should have believed me in the first place. Continues to look, speaks again. I see what you mean. I think I need a moment to take all of this in. There's your moment. Alright, go rest, I guess. This is the new art direction. Oh, that's the new art. Yeah, the developer just posted the new art direction. There is definitely a nicer looking art direction for the future, and I do think it's a vast improvement from what I've seen before. Alright, so we've kind of just explored around a little bit. We've seen what this game is currently all about, and currently it's very much in its early stages and in need of an engine upgrade. Look at all these stools. People like their stools, don't they? Would you even call these stools? There's some kind of chair, I don't know. But anyway, there's a lot of misdirection too, and actually lack of direction, I guess, and RPGs are notorious for that. It's not too shocking. A young boy with anger flaring through his eyes starts shouting when he notices you. Whatever you're looking for, get out! Anything from you thieves. Whatever. Hey, I didn't do anything. Leave the house immediately. Oh yeah? She came too, looking for the same thing, acting all innocent like you. You were lying. Just, like she stole from us. If I were to steal, well, I'd be armed. That's a good point. I'm unarmed, I never carried a weapon before. Well, I wanted to! I wanted to take that awesome-looking sword, but you didn't let me, game. Well, how do you know the girl then? Whoa, that's me! I forgot that's how I look. I look so much more older and stoic than I would have thought from my sprite. I don't know. Can you describe her to me? That is the first time my character's spoken on his own, and it's actually quite jarring, quite freaky, actually. It's like, whoa, what the hell? I forgot my character actually has a voice, aside from what I say. She had orange eyes, long face, brown hair, yada yada yada. I think I met her before. She ran away all of a sudden while we were talking. Did she? I don't really remember. I'm just pretending I did. Well, she seemed to have it pretty well, blah, blah, blah. What do you want from her? Hand everything over now! Suddenly I'm going the stealing route. I don't know. I'm not here to steal from you. That is such a change of pace. This one character I'm talking to like normal. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that's a real break from the silent protagonist. I'm not sure why that happened. The boy stands there, silent for a moment, and continues. You really don't know her, do you? Well, I guess in that case, back off, taking help all I can get, minding my own business, tidying up the place, father's return, physician, hear a knocking on the door, 2 daggers, and pay attention. Letter. Okay, reading all of this is so boring compared to a flashback, am I right? Again, I'm just talking for future, but for the future, anything that's being described here could be described through action as well as like reading. So, automatic scrolling with some action and flashback going here. It sounds like an interesting thing that's going on. Some guys come in with daggers and wreck up the place. But I'd love to see this, not read it. I would love to see this happening. Anyway, told her not to go anywhere. Description, no, blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yell at her, leave. Father's book left. Alright. Do you know what's inside the papers? No, where'd she go? To the south. Alright. Where'd she went? To the south. Again. So she went to the south. I'm looking for a girl, I guess. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely kind of okay if the character has been silent the whole time because I've been choosing their dialogue, but then to suddenly change it up where I'm still choosing dialogue, but then he's not silent anymore, it's kind of jarring. I guess that's the best word for it, is jarring. So this music's been looping for a little while now because I haven't really gone... Like, I've gone into houses and stuff, but there's no music for said houses. It's just kind of there. A tent! You know, it's an unconscious... Ah, another one. How much shoving, poking, and shouting you do seems to be irrelevant. He isn't waking up. He's a lifeless toy. However, you notice that he's clutching a piece of paper in his left hand. I think they are here. I think they've come for me. They found me. I tried many times to help. I want out. Something life or no life, doesn't matter, yada yada yada. Tired of this peeking at... There's so much text. Oh my goodness. The rest of the paper seems to have been cut off. Apparently someone was here first. Alright, well I'm not really sure where to go from here. I know I have kind of a quest to go look for shovels and other goodies for that alchemist chick. Let's see, actually let's save. Autosave, thank goodness for that. I love it. I love a good autosave. Thank you for that. Sapphire ring that I stole. Can't equip it. I don't even know if it would help me for anything. Now, where is that journal? Yeah, the journal seems solid. It's actually a very solid quest log. Good for that. Good for that. That's not something I see too often in RPG Maker. But either way, right now, I kind of just got to wander around and talk to people until I find what I'm looking for. Still looking for that post office. I really would have thought I'd find it by now. They said to the east, right? But either way, it's definitely an early starter game. It's definitely got a ways to go, and I'm definitely happy to hear that it's moving to Unity instead of sticking with RPG Maker. You can just feel the RPG Maker limitations holding this game back from what it really wants to be. It feels very generic in that one sense. It's very low resolution. The developer doesn't have much of any choice in that, unfortunately. Oh, there is actually south. With slightly shifting music every time, but I think this is back to the music we heard before. But anyway, I could move around all day, and I could look for these items, but the thing is, it doesn't feel that engaging when the world feels so bland and empty right now. The world really feels like look at this. Where does this bridge lead? Why are all these bridges here? What purpose does it serve the game? Right? What purpose does it serve the world even? I think that the developer can really look at the items that they put into the game so far and ask themselves, what purpose does this serve to the world itself? What does this bring to the world that I am cultivating that's not been in the game yet? Alright, here's a bank, so this is another stealth portion, I guess. Invisibility cloak, that's probably what these things are for. Another awesome necklace I can't take. But even still, it seems like this game has a heavy concept of... The developer definitely wants to have a story-driven game here. Definitely wants it to be a strong narrative. Which would mean you gotta have a strong world built around it. A strong world with things to explore and enjoy exploring. New things to learn. New things to enjoy. And that's definitely doable with the state the game is currently in even. It's definitely doable. It's just a question of needing more of it. Just more detail. Look at all this gold, all these treasures. Why are all these treasures here? Are these like the thieves or something? Why does everybody walk like zombies? I assume they're toys that are taken over, and that's probably something that can be used as a strong narrative tool, you know? These guys are all just people trying to not be taken over by evil forces or whatever. Look at the magical device. Use the magical device. Insert the weird-looking item you were giving into the slot of the orb. Nothing happens, however. Slowly you hear a voice coming out of the device. The first year of town, day 4... 245. Town's functions, 90% of the magic... Oh boy, gotta read this quick. Resources, 74%. Okay, next up. The town hall has become our headquarters for now. While it hasn't been the best location, but it seems the last place you'd expect, I believe. Everyone is safe for now, but we aren't sure how many of them there are. We know that... Okay, I can't read that quick. Freedom or death. She's gone mad. Okay, things happen there. I had to read that really quick because of how quick it was scrolling, and there was no real backdrop to it either, which made it even harder. Because without the backdrop, it's harder to read, like white text on white text. And I guess that's all for here. Luckily, their field of view isn't what you'd call great. We were holding out positions, but we had to retreat. I repeat. We had to retreat, I repeat. We had to retreat. They had taken over the place. They don't differentiate. I know that word. They don't differentiate. They are all treating everyone the same. Run, run, run. All caps. That's how you know shit's real. How did I get down here? This totally was not where I came in. Whatever. I'll get caught if I need to. I'm out anyway. I'm out. Alright, but anyway, I think that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, this is so far a quest of life. Again, it feels very held back by RPG Maker, but that's RPG Maker for you. The developer clearly has a passion project on their hands here, something that they clearly do care quite a bit about. They have a story all lined up, it looks like. Now they just need to build a world around that story that feels coherent with the rest of the plot. Keep going with it, man, and I hope the transition to Unity is a smooth one and a very successful one. Good luck.